another edition of Mary Clinic Live. How are you today? I remain your host, Marlai and Oputi. Thank you so much for joining me today for another edition of Mary Clinic Live. I felt it's necessary for us to do um, a video on the full story of the woman whose husband has asked that she quits her job or she leaves her job, otherwise he's going to leave the marriage. You know, before I forget, I remain your host, Molai and Oputi. I'm so sorry that I didn't introduce myself earlier. Thank you so much for joining us. I celebrate all our new members, all our new joiners. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We celebrate you all. I just felt that it's necessary I do this video today. Um, it's very important, to do this because the story of this lady is a little bit pathetic, and at the same time it requires wisdom and action. So according to her, she's a school teacher, a private school teacher, and she has been a private school teacher now um, for close to sorry for that. Okay, so she has been a private school teacher for close to 8 years, and according to her, this is the job she has even been doing before she got married. She's only 26 years old, and she has 4 children already. Apparently, according to her, um, she got married when she was 18. She said she was writing jam when she met him, and somehow, you know, sleeping over transpired, and she got pregnant. And the man came to do traditional and wedded her properly, according to her. Paid her bride price, and she moved in. And they started living together. So this is 8 years of the marriage with 4 children. Four, and she's just 26 years old. Apparently, the man is almost 40 years old. So that age difference, again, like I always say, I mean, when you leave your generation to go and get married in a father generation, I tell you, these are the kind of things we see, or these are the kind of things we get, because you now realize that one will be bullying the other, one will see the other like, this small girl or this small person, what do you know? The treatment will not be, it's usually not nice, except that man is a real man, he's matured, or he has been transformed in a way in mind. That is when you see them act, you know, differently. But when it's not a reasonable man, I tell you, you see a lot of things. So, according to her, this um, man takes care of the rent, the feeding, and rent, feeding, and school fees. Yeah, school fees. Now, don't forget, they are not living in an expensive state like ours, Lagos or Abuja or Port Harcourt. They are living in a state apparently where things are not so expensive. So for her, she said feeding is something. Yeah, feeding is to feed themselves doesn't cost so much compared to if you have to feed three if you have to feed 4 children with two parents, making six family in Lagos or in Abuja or in Port Harcourt. So feeding doesn't cost so much, but the man put the money down to feed. But according to her, the money is usually not enough. That she has to still augment. She has to still add her own money for them to be able to have 3 square meal in a day. And he pays the rent fine. He pays the school fees. Yeah, fine. But the school fees is even grossly discounted because she put them in the school where she teaches. So the man ends up not really paying school fees per se, because what he's paying is now the discounted amount, for those 4 kids. And so in a way, that job is helping her, is helping her family. It's and according to her, this man doesn't care how she survives or how she lives, whether she has toiletries or sanitaries, or she has what she needs to be happy or fulfilled in life. He doesn't care about that. For him, is only bothered about paying rent, school fees, feeding, that is all. And even though we commend him that he's able to settle those three bills, school fees, rent, feeding, I think that if he cannot give the woman, or if he doesn't have the financial capacity to fend for the needs of this woman, if you cannot meet your wife's need in addition to your children's need, please allow her to work. Allow her to work. You know what? She's also a human being. She has needs. She has innate needs that must be met. If it's not met, the woman will be unhappy under your roof, and there is no way you're going to be happy yourself when you have an unhappy woman, under your roof. That is when you will realize that she becomes maybe rebellious, disloyal. Some will even go out there, sleeping around, cheating on you just to get money to meet their needs. But this woman is not like that. She's working. She's been working as a private school teacher for over 8 years now, and all of a sudden, just because you realize that her salary is able to meet her needs and help to support the children and the home, and she doesn't have any recourse to come and meet you for anything, because of that you are insisting that she leaves that job, and that if she doesn't leave the job by Monday, you are going to move out of the house, you are going to leave the marriage, Mr. Man. And I know we have some of this kind of men out there, they threaten their wife. They see a working class woman or a working class wife as a threat. Please, I want you to know that you yourself, you are a threat to her. You know why? Because you are threatening her survival. You are threatening what makes her to survive. Because whichever way you want to look at it, that means that income, she needs it for her own survival as well. There's really no money you're going to put down for food that will be enough for 6 families without her adding part of her own money to it. And this is what quite a number of women do. Women support feeding with their own money most of the time. We appreciate that our men, they try to sort out the rent, the school fees, the responsible and the reasonable ones too. Because we have loads of men out there who don't do these things. Rent, school fees, they leave everything to the woman to do. But when you have a woman that is working, that is using her money to fend for the home, I think it is proper for such a woman to be appreciated. It is proper for you to appreciate the fact that you have someone who is supportive of your finances, and it's not as if she's using the money for something else. According to her, she's using the money for the family. So way forward, now he's saying you must leave the job by tomorrow. If you go to that job, I'm going to show you. The lady herself has said, I can't leave my job, and that is the truth. She cannot leave her job. So I told her, see, the best you can do is that tomorrow, take a break from school, or take excuse that you will not be able to attend or come tomorrow. So take a break, don't go tomorrow, sit at home. And someone suggested, on the post, on the group post, that, well, anything you need that tomorrow that you are seated at home, please ask him for virtually everything you need. And if he's able to provide it, fine. If he's not able to provide it, young lady, I'm afraid by Tuesday you have to report to school, because the reasons is even given why you should leave your job is not good enough. It's not good reason, because she asked him, okay, so why are you asking me to leave my job? And all he could say is, just leave. You mustn't go to that job. You have to leave that job. Why? Because he's feeling threatened. Jealousy is setting in. Perhaps inferiority complex, low self-esteem, and some other things. But please, young man, you need to appreciate this woman that you have. You need to see it as God's gift to you to help even your own life. We appreciate the fact that you are paying the rent, you are sorting out some other things, but excuse me, you don't have the full financial capacity to sort out everything that relates to running your home. So if this woman loses that job, I tell you, the children are going to feel the impact. They are going to suffer. Because according to her, you only pay school fees. She says she is still the one that will buy. Um, she's still the one that will buy the school material, school uniform, this, that. She's still the one that will pay for that. And the school fees has been discounted already because the children are in our own school. So, Mr. Man, please, I'm sorry to say, she cannot leave that job. She cannot, because you'll be subjecting her to suffering. And please, I want you to know that when it comes to marriage is between two human beings. It's not as if one is human and the other is an animal. It's two human beings. So whatever innate needs you have, you should know that other person too has innate needs, regardless of their gender, whether they are male or female. The fact that I'm female does not mean I'm visionless, or I don't have needs, or I can be kept in the house on the shelf like a piece of furniture. No. We all human beings have desires, they have innate needs, they have daily needs that must be met. And if you as a husband cannot meet it, so please and please allow the woman to work. I can't even imagine being idle and depending on a man for everything I need. Because see, when I tell you the things I need, at times 100 million cannot meet it. So the honest truth is, if you know you don't have that much money, so allow me to do the things that will make me earn that kind of money so that I can meet my needs. Because we have so many things that we want to do. So that is how it is with every other woman out there. Well, some may not have ambition, some may not have vision, but majority, they have their own innate desire, the things they aspire to achieve, the things they aspire to do. And if you as the man cannot help them or does not have the financial resources to meet it, even those your children too, life can be better for them economically. And the fact that this woman earns is helping to improve their standard of living. So why are you insisting she must leave that job because she wants to remain married? We value the marriage, but at the same time, we value what is helping to keep our body and soul together. Because see, if you take that job away from her, someone like that can go into a relapse, she can go into depression. I've seen some of them attempted suicide. I've seen cases whereby some of them will be wishing themselves death because they suffer in the hands of the men. So I will not advise any woman to leave her job for a man or for any marriage. It is it is wrong thinking. And if you are going to leave your job, it has to be for good reasons. Either, okay, I'm leaving my job because I want to take care of the children because they are still young, or I'm leaving my job because, oh, you have set up a business for me that requires my presence to run it. But you can't just say, leave your job for no reason and there is no substitute, no replacement, nothing to buffer the fact that you are going to be leaving your job. So women, please don't let anyone bully you into leaving your job. Go and ask those who left their job for a man. They will tell you it's the greatest mistake they ever made. They will tell you they are regretting it till today. Except those that left to take care of their young children, or those that left to go help support a business that the man has established. For those kind of people, they will tell you it's a good decision. But if it's otherwise, if it's just for him to prove that, oh, I'm the man of the house, mole pashe, that is, I can I can give orders or command and you listen. If it's for that purpose, it's baseless. There is no reason for you to obey such. I tell you, and that doesn't. See, it's nothing. It has nothing to do with submission. That is not submission. When it says leave your job and you just leave, that is stupidity. You don't do it. You don't do it because you're going to suffer. Your children are going to suffer from it. So I would just advise that please don't go to school tomorrow. You can say that you have personal or family needs to attend to, so you won't be able to come tomorrow. But please, Tuesday, you have to resume back to school. Also, try and involve people that can talk to him, that can talk to him, and you yourself, you have to relate with him in humility. Um, Learn how to talk to your husband in a way that is acceptable to him. I always say this, don't talk to him in a way that is not acceptable. Teaching job is one of the I won't say the simplest, but it's a job that gives you time to do other things. So I don't want to believe she'll be coming back home at night like some of us do, that that are in the professional career line. She by 2 or 3 they've closed, by 4 she should be home. So the fact that she doesn't have time for him does not apply. And according to her, she said it's not as if the job he has is fantastic. He lost his job at some time. So this one that he's doing is just something temporary, for him to get his bearing. And you are now saying, because of ego, you are now saying leave the job. Please, woman, don't try it. Don't try, because you are going to suffer for it. You will suffer greatly. And at 26, you already have 4. Please, our advice that you go do family planning, because the more the children you have, that is more than the income. When you keep giving back to children that your income cannot support, see, poverty is staring at you like this. It will come upon you like a bandit. So you don't want to keep giving back to children that your income cannot support. So please, go for family planning. Put an end to giving back. 4 is enough. Take care of those 4 very well. Hold on tightly to your job. A job you have done for 8 years. You must have reached some milestone there. So please keep pushing. I know promotion is ahead of you. And for such men, please stop destroying the lives of our women. Because she is a woman does not mean she should be useless. She should be kept in the house as a piece of furniture, just to be in the kitchen cooking or in the bedroom servicing. Our own life is much more than that. God sent her to this world to do a lot more than just being a wife or a cook for a man of, she has a lot more to achieve. So please, let's stop discouraging our women, and you women too. When you see a man that is paying rent, still putting food money down, paying school fees, please value them. I know what I'm saying. Celebrate them. Value that kind of woman. Massage is ego. When he calls you once, answer 10 times. You know why? Because it is not easy for them as well. When you see a man paying rent consistently, paying school fees consistently, year in, year out, 5 years, 10 years, they are doing this every year. I tell you, they need to be applauded. We need to celebrate such men that are doing it responsibly and consistently, because I tell you, some men they don't want to do these things at all. And you as maybe a single mother or a widow, you will be able to testify to the fact that even for you as a young lady that is a single mother or a widow that has lost her husband, that it is burdensome for you to be paying rent every year yourself, to be paying school fees. You can attest to the fact that it can be very burdensome. It's like a yoke in the neck when you don't have the financial muscles or the financial power to match the magnitude of your needs. So imagine a man doing this year in, year out. You need to celebrate him, you need to appreciate him, you need to respect him, because he needs that respect to flourish in life. You don't talk down at him, you don't talk to him anyhow, you don't tell him, I can't. You listen to him, you value him by the way you treat him. He himself will know that this woman, she cherishes and values me. So it is very important that we are supportive of each other as husband and wife. Please, the concept of marriage is not bullying each other, giving others and ordering the other person around. See, it is being reasonable, being considerate, it is companionship, it is helping each other, because 2 are better than 1. But in a situation whereby your 1 is better than 2, please have a rethink. 2 has to be better than 1, because that's the concept of marriage. So I'd like to stop here now. I hope I've said a lot. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share this video, give us a like, give us a comment, let me know what you think. I think we've said a lot already on our Facebook page, but please, I would like to see your comment too on our YouTube channel. Do subscribe, share this video to as many as possible, and I hope to see you again another time. Till then, I remain your host, Mola Hana Obuti Anasi.